Cena. I like the bad John Cena personally. Well, 25 years ago, he was being managed by one of the all-time greats in wrestling. And yes, the rumor I believe to be true that he did indeed set up a gimmick table at Al Snow's wedding. We talk about it all the time. The one and only the King, the King, Kenny Bolin, Ohio Valley Wrestling.
AKA the StarMaker, AKA. And first of all, I need to apologize for a couple of things. The hair's looking a little rough today because I was outside with my dogs, and what was supposed to be 0.04 inches of rain turned into like 1.68 inches of rain. My friend Cameron here, who works in pro wrestling as the Cole County Crusher. Y'all don't mind if he joins me on the show tonight, do you?
Oh, no, absolutely.
What's the language like on this show?
Oh, whatever you feel like, King.
It don't fucking matter what y'all think. He's going to be here anyway. So
I love him.
I'll tone it down. So no, he drove over here to help me out with some things tonight, and he gets in a downpour. Made him about 30 minutes late getting there, so he's just walking in the door himself. And but no, I got the nickname the StarMaker basically through Lance Cade and Mark Jindrak, because I'd had a hell of a roll of guys getting called up: Cena, Rico, Mark Henry, Shad Gaspard, Sylvester Turkey. Well, I didn't manage Brock. I managed not to get my ass beat by him, but that was something. No, but I do take a lot of credit though for the Randy Ortons and the Brock Lesnars and the Batistas, and the various others that have come down here, because if you weren't in, when they got here, there's two things they'd ask for. We either want to be in Bolin Services or we want to be feuding with Bolin Services, because they said, we know that's what the agents watch is his matches of his people. So even though I didn't do but a handful of shows on WWE events, it was an honor to know that they were paying a lot of attention to what we do. And then, so when I got Lance Cade and Jindrak called up, Cornette told me, him and Danny Davis both told me, your streak is over. You're never going to get Cade and Jindrak called up. They just don't have it. Jindrak might have been okay in WCW. He is not WWE material, and neither's Cade. I said, well, I disagree with you. I said, you give me 6 weeks, and I'm going to have them in the WWE. 6 weeks, not 3 months, not 6 months, not a year, not 2 years. 6 weeks. I want you to know that 3 weeks later, they got called up, and we're scheduled for an interview. I got the notice on Tuesday that, hey, you, Cade and Jindrak are going to be doing an interview on television to open the show. And so I get there and I said, well, I found out that they had been called up. I said, well, Jimmy, it just looks like I'm going to be out there all alone tonight. I said, looks like somebody got called up. And I'm going to Danny's office. I said, what was that bet y'all made? And of course, they didn't make such a bet. So when I get to the ring, we didn't go over anything. We didn't go about any changes. We're just going to go on the fly. And when I get to the ring and he sees the smirk on my face, because he knows I want to brag about Cade and Jindrak getting called up. So I step in the ring. He goes, well, if it ain't the old StarMaker. I was sitting there thinking to myself, you know what? There's a half a dozen, if not 24 kings that have been in wrestling. And it's an honor to be King B, the king of managers, whatever, in honor of Jerry the King Lawler. And you see the crown sitting there that he handed down to me. But there aren't any StarMakers. So I like that, and I kind of took that name from that, and that came from Cornette. You know, even though he and I haven't spoken in 7-8 years, he gave me the nickname, and I took it and ran with it, and got a little mileage out of it.
Well, what was the secret?
And you're all doing a wise thing tonight. I want to point it out real quick. I'm looking. Okay. You two are hideous. You two do not have the good looks that I have. Neither of you are Netflix star. I'm a 2-time Netflix star. Do you realize that? Do you realize how big a deal this is for y'all to have me on your show tonight?
It's a huge deal. Kenny,
it is a huge deal.
I agree. Both on the Who's Slamming Network back in the day.
We go way back, don't we? We go way back.
Operation, yeah.
And you're a big deal with PWI Insider, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Well, I definitely don't have to worry about any girls saying you were Insider, so it had to be the magazine. I'm still quick for 65, son. You can't slide much by me.
You get the wick, the quick. What was the secret, Kenny? I mean, you helped make so many stars that went up, like you mentioned.
You know what? I wish I knew the secret. I'd have handed it down to a lot of other shitty managers. Well, number one, I do know why it worked. is now that I think about it, I learned my craft from Jerry the King Lawler. And what I loved about Jerry Lawler, I loved the heels growing up as a kid. My father hated Lawler with a passion, my stepdad. Oh, he would get so mad, he would turn the TV off. He'd turn the color TV off, and I'd have to go to my bedroom and watch on black and white on my 25-inch console the rest of the show because Lawler would make him so mad. And this was before he was the king. This is when he was Lawler, White, and Bass, with Jim White and Sam Bass. And wow. I thought I looked a little bit like him for a kid. Hell, I thought I looked more like Lawler than I did my own stepdad. And my real father, I mean, we look a little bit alike, but not all that much. But I thought there was a little visual similarity between me and Lawler. But Lawler's only 10 years older than me. So we were at Rupp Arena one night, and a little girl walked up to get Lawler's autograph at Rupp Arena, and I wasn't anybody in the business yet. So I was 17, 18 years old. And this little girl walks up and gets Lawler's autograph. She turns to me and wants my autograph too. I said, "What do you want my autograph for?" She said, "Well, aren't you Jerry's son?" I look at and Lawler's 27 at the time. I look up and he says, "How old do you think I am?" I said, "Shut up, Dad. Let me sign that autograph." So Jerry's only 10 years older than me, and he got labeled at being my father. And so I just never forgot that the man is 27, I'm 17, and she must have thought he was 37, I guess. But he was a mature looking 27. The hairy body, had the big goatee and mustache, whatever he wanted, and I never could grow any of that shit to save my life. I don't have a hair one on my body. Y'all want to see? Well, you're not. And couldn't grow a beard and mustache with it. I haven't tried in a long time, and if it did grow through, it would be gray as hell. But the hair's hanging in there, though. I mean, that's my hair. I haven't got it. It's due for a haircut, but the storm roughed me up a little bit because it was pouring down, right, Cameron?
It was.
It was pouring down.
Torrential downpour.
How long you been with PWI Insider now, Brady?
19 years, and I haven't really
goodly
cracked
some.
much of anything.
Now, who's this deadbeat you got to? Oh, that's Maestro. I'm sorry.
You know Maestro, right?
It was there. I mean, could you, Maestro? Could you
Kayfabe, for God's sakes, kayfabe.
Maestro, could you get any more comfortable over there? My God, look at you.
Look at him.
You're practically laying down in a nap. You got the living room light on dim.
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed.
Don't bother me, son. Don't bother me. I don't even want to be here tonight.
You're
like my co-host, Bob Hazelwood. Bob Hazelwood, he just acts like he hates to be there, but he loves to be there because where else are you going to sit beside a two-time Netflix star, a man who created the Final Four of SummerSlam, CM Punk, who else was in there? Cody Rhodes,
Yep.
John Cena, and who am I leaving out? One other one.
Orton?
Randy Orton. Yeah, Randy Orton.
There you go.
That's a pretty damn good Final Four. And then as a joke, Cameron's over here watching the pay-per-view with me, along with a couple of the family members. And I said, well, wouldn't it be cool if Lesnar or Batista showed up tonight? I said, well, we know one of them ain't showing up due to a history. And then I said, well, the other one's too big of a damn movie star to show up. I said, but wouldn't that be cool? So the pay-per-view's over. We think it's done. I'm looking for family members to get up and walk out the door, but they're hanging around. And then all of a sudden that music hits. Well, it'd been so long since I'd seen him, I forgot whose music that belonged to. And I'm going, I know that music. That's kind of a big deal. And then it was Brock. I'm going, you got to be shitting me. There's no way.
Yeah.
And I don't mind. And I hope you don't mind if I get a touch political. Did y'all see Triple H on stage with Lawrence Taylor and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and all the? There must have been 19 sexual predators on that stage. So why not just bring Brock on? But why not? We've opened the door. The WWE should have had a sign on the door that day that said "Sexual Predators Welcome." And then Brock said, "Well, I think I'll drop in."
It's time.
Whatever y'all do, I'm a 501c3 not-for-profit organization now called Bolin Services Corp. Hand me the mini flag right there, so I put.
You'll have to put that plug.
Hand me the mini flag. I am now officially a not-for-profit organization, and unfortunately, as a not-for-profit, when you reach out to your sponsors and everything, and let them know who you are, what you're about, you got to give your address. So whatever y'all do, black out that address and make sure Brock Lesnar don't see that, because that's the last headache I need. It's a headache I don't need.
I know you've had some flashes.
There we go. Got the flag inside the microphone there. We're
okay. You need a QR code on it so people can donate right there.
I have a QR code, but let me make it easy for you. I
Sure.
don't have the QR code, but maybe y'all can type this in. It is Bolin. Now, the corporate way to donate is Bolin Services Incorporated at gmail.com. That is the corporate account that is set up by PayPal as a 501c3 account that goes directly to a 501c3 corporate bank account. Bolin, quit smirking like I'm scamming everybody. Stop that. It's not a scam. It's not a scam this time. It's Bolin Services
Bolin Services
Incorporated. You can spell incorporated. You work for that magazine. I know you can handle these big words.
I don't have spell
Bolin
check on here,
Services Incorporated at gmail.com. That is the corporate account. And then if you want to keep it nice and easy, because we're very transparent, 100% of all donations feed our Filipino families in our Louisville metro area homeless. It says right on my certification letter from the IRS that as long as you donate 5% of your money, you're in good standings with us, and that we can take in up to $50,000 a year and file short form. And you're good for 3 years. Even if you don't file your taxes for 3 years, you're in good standing with us. Well, I don't play that shit. 100% of the money that comes in here goes to feed our families. As a matter of fact, it's way more than that, because Bob, my co-host, figured out that I donate 30% of my money, of my own money, to go there. Cameron donates quite often to the show. Bob donates a lot of his own money to the show. Coltrane, my other co-host, not as much as we do, because he's got a big family. He's married, couple kids, teenagers, college, and all that shit. But he still donates quite a bit. And if he quit playing parlays, he could donate a lot more. But and we got a lot of good people that watch our show, and also we have a brand new sponsor. As I hear a knock on the door, we got a brand new sponsor coming aboard, and your guys are going to get a scoop. They're supposed to be debuting on my show tonight, but I have told my new sponsor that when they get it, Cameron, I think they're at the back door there. If you go to the back door, see what they got for us. And so you're going to get a debut of the brand new sponsor that's going to be debuting on the Bowling Alley, a.k.a. the StarMaker Bowling Show later tonight.
All right.
Tip the guy now. Don't be a dick. Use your own money. Use your own money. What we got?
You give you enough.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
Jimmy John's. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Jimmy John.
What's the name of this podcast again?
In the room. VOC.
In the room. Well, we are in the room, and we're in the big room over here right now with all the advertising of me. I need a big Netflix banner hanging back there now that I'm a 2-time Netflix star. But I noticed that Jimmy John's was all over the pay-per-view. Did you notice Uso walking in on SmackDown? He had a Jimmy John's cup, and then Jimmy John's and Papa John's are all over the pay-per-view. So I decided to reach out to Jimmy John's, and they were so excited. They said, "Wait a minute, Kenny StarMaker Bolin, the 2-time Netflix star?" I said, "Yeah, that's me. You're all over the everything, man. Everybody knows you." I said, "Well, I know. Don't flatter me. I'm just talking to you about sponsorship." "Well, what can we do for you, Mr. Bolin?" I said, "Well, you can cater my podcast for me." "Done, sir. What else can we do for you?" I said, "Well, you can donate to my charity." "Done, sir. What else can we do for you?" I said, "Why don't you feed me on 2 podcasts tonight?" "Well, now you're starting to push it, Mr. Bolin." I said, "Now," and then they said, "Okay, we cave." So there we go. And what Jimmy John's wants me to push tonight. Now, we're not going to eat them on this show. We're going to eat them on my show. Y'all don't get everything. But that is the Jimmy John's box dinner. Go ahead and pull one out there, Cameron. That is the Jimmy John's box dinner. And Brady over there going, "That son of a bitch snuck his sponsors over at our show. What the hell is going on?"
I can only think about how delicious that looks.
Now, this includes an 8-inch sandwich. What else in there? I guess we can open it and see what's in there, right?
So, let me tell you, these are heavy, too.
They're heavy. They're heavy. There's
so it's 8 inches and it's heavy.
8-ounce sandwich. You got the barbecue chips.
Oh, boy.
You got the cookie.
Now I know why Jay was carrying this around.
So, there you go.
That's about the size of my head.
Now, what you don't know is that we have 2 16. It ain't that big. We got 2 16. Yeah. That's as big as mine. No, it ain't that big.
That's thick.
That's thick. Now, we got 2 16-inch sandwiches in the kitchen from what they told me. But they wanted us to put over the box dinners, and these are about $15 in your local. And they're heavy. Oh, this one's yours.
Oh.
Read that out. Read that on the air. And then when you're on my show, read it again. Act like you never seen it.
Hope you enjoyed, Cam. Jimmy John's.
There you go. Personalized box dinner, because they knew he was going to be joining me on the show tonight. So don't y'all wish y'all had big sponsors like this?
Oh, I do. I really do.
And I've also got Blaze Pizza. Yeah, I've got Blaze Pizza, brand new with us. It's been very good to us. I've got Five Guys, PayPal, the preferred payment of choice. That's why we have the corporate account set up with them.
Yep.
Set those back in the kitchen before you get tempted and start eating
I
everything.
might get tempted. I don't know.
But don't let me hear any crunching going on in there. There's going to be some trouble. Don't do that. So you all get the scoop, man. You get to see the Jimmy John's, the brand new sponsor, and even the people on my show don't know that yet. Are y'all set up to go a little overtime tonight? I know y'all told me I was restricted to 30 minutes, but I think we're going to need to go over a little bit tonight. What y'all
We'll
think?
keep going. We're not going to stop the cameras for you.
What else you got? What other 2 times Netflix star do you have in the green room ready to come on? Right?
Oh my goodness, this is really a treat. So, how many hours are you?
Well,
on the
I know
air
it's a
tonight?
treat. I'm here. I see the damn show. I know you're thrilled. I mean, go ahead.
How many hours are you on the air tonight?
Well, I don't know because I didn't get my
Okay.
nap today. I have a little side job, a little side
Uh-oh.
hustle, as they call it. I did during the day, booking Birmingham, Alabama, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. I got a little side job I do where I book hotels. So I can donate 100% of the money that we make off our show. So I don't have to dip into the till and keep 95% of myself like some political organizations do. Basically tells you that right on the damn thing you donate to if you just read it. That's all you got to do. And going to have me Bolin Services Incorporated Cola. That's brand new. We just come out. Well, really not, but not a bad idea. A little BS Inc. drink. A little BS Inc. I think that might
A
go
little
good.
BS.
You also forgot
So
to
what-
mention that you're a Hall of Fame mentionee.
A WWE Hall of thank you. WWE Hall of Fame. I got the ring around here somewhere. I you know me. I'm bashful. I'm shy. I don't like to show off.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't like to wave it. I don't like to shove that stuff down
Very
anybody's
humble.
throat. As you can tell by the poster on the walls and the names of the company and the name. I mean, I'm just a little shy, a little bashful. Y'all bear with me. What else we got?
You want to talk bashful? Actually, Kathy is a Hall of Fame mentionee as well.
Who is?
Kathy, who's on our show. Tell him, Kathy.
Well, where's Kathy? I don't see her.
She's hiding.
No.
Kathy, you there?
Kathy doesn't do the
Kathy.
camera, Kevin.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Come on, look
You
at
know-
Cameron. No matter how bad you look, you got Cameron sitting here. You're gonna be all right. Come on, Come on, Kathy.
If I get a hold of you,
Kathy was best friends with Sherry, actually.
Oh, really? Sherry Martell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that goes a little ways back, don't it? I know Sherry Martell. New. I guess I should use the word new. I knew Sherry Martell better than most of you.
I'm sure.
Maestro, get that smirk off your face. You know how I knew Sherry Martell. No, Sherry and I go way back to the. This show wasn't supposed to be that dirty, was it? Talking about the size of that sub sandwich.
Oh, boy.
Should be doing all that. Kathy, would you like to ask a question of the biggest star probably ever to appear on this show? Have there ever been a 2 times Netflix star on this show? 2 series.
No, there hasn't.
No.
I didn't think there was. Now the other one was called what was it? What was I'm so shy and bashful. What was the name of the Wrestlers? Right. I was in Wrestlers.
Yeah.
And we won't talk about how long I was in it, but I was in it, and I got paid, unlike a lot of people that run that show. And then Unreal, which to be honest with you, I didn't know I was in it. People from England were writing me, telling me, "King," one of my former co-hosts, one of my former announcers, King. You're a 2-time Netflix star. You're in Unreal. I said, that is Unreal. I'm not in that. And he said, yeah, you are. So I said, you're a liar. And then he said, call me a liar, King. So he filmed some of the show and sent it to me from England.
Wow.
And okay, I guess you're not lying this time. Just like the scamming thing. I ain't doing that this time.
Was that Harry Barnett by any chance?
Excuse me?
Was that Harry Barnett by any chance? Your good pal?
No, it wasn't him. That
He used to
shit.
harass me like hell.
Oh, Jesus. What a douchebag. I didn't know we were going to talk about douchebags tonight.
Oh, well,
You know, I used to say that there's nobody on this planet that Cornette can't. There's no. You just name any human on the earth, and Cornette can't whip him. Well, he's the one. Cornette would have stomped his ass all day. What a natural born vagina. No offense to
Oh,
anyone
my
that's
God.
got one. No offense, Kathy. Harry Barnett is a natural born vagina. Probably in this
Wow.
country illegally. Trump's deporting people. That'd be one you could start with. I know where you live, son. So if you ever run that mouth again, I know where in Ohio you live. So
Oh,
be
boy.
careful how we run our mouth. Because you see, I'm still fully capable of kicking some ass some bit.
And
All right.
What he
All right.
can't, I will.
Now, I don't know if y'all brought me on here to threaten little wussy boys. I mean, what am
No,
I proving if I beat his ass? I mean, good God.
I mean,
I could take that pinky and make him scream for his life. I could make him scream for his life. But no, it was actually Twinkle Toes, who was my British broadcast
Twinkle
partner
Toes.
on Ohio Valley Wrestling. Martin Evans is his real name. But yeah, he's from England as well. But he's not a certified douchebag like other people from England. So we got that.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
why don't Kathy come on? Look at you two. Kathy bound to be the best looking person on the show if she came on.
most likely.
Playing the eye.
Nah, Kathy doesn't do cameras.
Yeah, what else does Kathy not do?
Oh, stop it, Kenny.
I'll stop it. All right. I thought this was a filthy show. Have I been misinformed?
We
Maestro,
tried.
I don't know if you know it. Maestro, I don't know if you know it, but if Doug
so
Basham had
quiet.
an ugly kid, it looked like it'd be you.
Oh God! Oh please, not Doug. Please. I know I got heat with the office
Not
now.
even Danny Davis, right?
I know I got heat with the office now.
Not Doug Basham. You don't be linked with Doug. I see a little resemblance. Though. I can see where you and Basham could be brothers.
Oh man, I don't know about that. I mean, maybe check Balsham and Lom for some advice.
Now the reason
Kenny.
y'all see me looking to the right quite a bit, I got a 70-inch computer screen here that I'm looking
Okay.
at now to see you guys. The camera's over here off to the left. I got the new Instacam, I think it's called.
Instacam 360.
Yeah, the Instacam. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
It's a beautiful
I'm not doing
setup.
anything bad. I just turned the microphone. I'm not doing anything bad. I just turned the microphone around. And what? Why are y'all so filthy? You all make something dirty out of everything I say. We all behave yourselves. Crying out loud. I'm a 2-time Netflix star, and I don't even like to talk about that.
It's their show. They can't really behave themselves on their
No,
own show.
can't
So
do.
it's-
Doug
it's
Basham.
home.
You Doug Basham looking mofo. Quit making everything dirty out of this.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, my camera must be pixelated or something, man.
I'm going to tell Doug Basham that you considered it an absolute insult when I said you look just a little bit like him.
yeah,
That you-
yeah. Give nothing but love for
that
Doug.
you nearly
Please-
turned the overhead camera off and your lights
Please.
just set in the dark. You almost became Kathy there for about 30 seconds, didn't you?
give Doug my best. Tell him I love him.
I'll lie to him. I'll tell him whatever you want me to tell him. I'm a natural born liar on television, just not here. Just
work it, brother. Work it.
work it, brother. Woo! Donate. Now, is this show live or on Memorex?
No, we're alive, pal.
You're live?
Yeah.
Is anybody watching?
Yeah. We've got quite a few here. Actually, one of the listeners.
Cameron, gotta hit the comment. There we
There
go.
we go.
Who the hell is Rat Boy? What that?
Oh, Rat Boy, yeah, he's a treasure. For
You don't
sure.
have a
can
lot of
actually
people
see
in
the
here. You got 100 Rat Boys, is what you got.
That is what it is right
Boy.
now.
Okay, well,
One of
read
the
Rat Boy's
listeners
questions. I don't. The
He
comment
doesn't
section.
really have much to say.
This is a big ass television. The comment section is like a mile and a half from me. So read Rat Boy's questions, and I'll do what I can to.
You know what? I'm going to bring him on. Rat Boy can ask you questions himself. Is it okay?
You're going to bring him
Of
on.
course it's okay. Of course I'm going to bring him on. Here we go.
You're going to bring everybody
All right.
on. Huh?
Here you go, Rat Boy. I'll bring him on to say hi.
Oh my God! Well, he looks like a rat. That's how you got it.
He looks
there
like
you
the
go.
Rat
There
Boy
you
from
go.
the movie.
That's
Do you remember
What's
that
up,
movie?
Rat Boy? Rat Boy's
Yeah.
camera froze, I think.
He left. So King, one of the listeners wants to know what happened.
He didn't want none of me. Rat Boy ran like a coward rat. What he did? Rat Boy ran like a cat. Just stepped in the room. Is what he did.
I always say, you can't lock Rat Boy out of your house. You need like steel wool or something in the pipes because he gets in. He gets in no matter.
How did you get Rat Boy in here so quick? How'd you do that?
Well, he sneaks in. Rat Boy.
Well, that's what rats do. That's what rats do. They just come through a goddamn hole or something. You never know. You never know if they're rat. How you doing, Rat Boy?
I put some cheesecloth out. What's going on,
Put a
Rat
little
Boy?
cheese down. Rat Boy, what's the good word?
You being quiet
The
today.
good word is that I watch the
sound like a
show
rat,
all the time.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I watch it.
doesn't-
Rat Boy, you're on about a 90-second delay over
Now
here.
I'm back to watch
I
you.
know.
Well, I appreciate that. You're on about a 90-second delay. What internet you got? Comnuts? It ain't
No,
Comcast.
I got Affinity.
I was getting ready. Oh, you got it. Well, that shows.
He's got Affinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I got the Spectrum 1 gig over here, and I used to have the AT&T 300, but I got the Spectrum 1 gig for $30 less than I was paying for AT&T. But when you're a 2-time Netflix star, you can get deals like that. And a WWE Hall of Fame mentionee. I forgot to mention that too.
Right, Rat Boy calls Netflix. He calls it Netflix. One of my personal favorites.
He only gets one flick, huh? He doesn't get multiple flicks.
Well, when he watches your show, it's like 3 flicks and he's done.
Well, Rat Boy's going to be thrilled because I went to Kroger the other day. Cameron took me up there, and I bought a lot of cheese, so I'll lay some cheese out for Rat Boy a little later tonight.
Well, you bought a lot of cheese, but you got away with some meat.
I did get away with some meat.
I was going to say, how have the meat sales been?
You're not going to believe this. And I swear to God, even though I don't believe in such a thing, I swear to God, I'll lay some cheese out for Rat Boy. Is Rat Boy trapped in a decon?
We're muting him. No, that was too much. Sorry, Rat Boy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry, Rat Boy. So our apologies to Rat Boy. But no, Cameron and I went to the store, and I take my own bags. I need reinforced bags to make sure I can get up my steps and everything, and that those cheap-ass Kroger bags don't rip from the bottom and lose all my goods. So I have my own bags. We fill them up. We do our shopping. I bought about $170 worth of food, or so I thought. And so we pay for our groceries, and Cameron looks, and he said, King, your groceries are about $40 or $50 less than we thought they were going to be. I said, well, I didn't think I was that bad at math, but maybe your Kroger card gave us a big discount I didn't know about. I don't know, whatever. So we bag up about $170 worth of groceries, or so we thought, which we got for about $120. So we go to the car and we're loading up the groceries, and we noticed that they didn't bag up a lot of meat. We had Black Forest ham, honey ham, bratwurst, spicy sausages, cheddar cheese brats, 4 or 5 different kinds of ham. There's about $50 worth of meat that they didn't ring up. So I look at Cameron and I said, well, we can do one of two things. I said, we can take this meat back in there and pay for it like good, decent, honest citizens and maybe be accused of being thieves. Or we can just put this meat in the back of the car, get in here and peel out of here like we're crooks and go home.
That's a better option.
And so we took that option, and we took our meat and we went home. And so Cameron says to me on the way home, he says, King, what is it with you and Kroger and free meat? I said, well, the legend lives on. I thought I retired from the free meat business in 1992, but Alex is rolling over in his grave somewhere because we just got Kroger for about $50 worth of free meat, and there ain't shit they can do about it because it ain't a felony. So there you go. How much free meat did you get today?
Well, you don't want to ask him that.
Uh-oh. Not with old Doug Basham Jr. sitting over there. We don't want to ask that question.
So StarMaker.
I hope I'm in as good a mood when I do my own show tonight. I'm in a good mood right now for a man
You're
that
gonna be
didn't get his
miserable.
nap.
It's nap time. You're going to be miserable.
I need my nap. I was bitching about doing your show tonight because I knew I wasn't going to get my nap.
I know. Need the nap.
But I must tell the truth. I did get a 2-hour nap before Cameron got here because originally we were going to go to Jimmy John's, meet their staff, eat in their 80 sit-in dining room area. Have I mentioned Jimmy John's yet on the show? I think I have. But they said, no, we're going to bring you the food. We want you to get it nice and fresh during that Brady Hicks show, whatever shit show he does. And then for the big show later that night, the mud show, the opening mud show.
That was said verbatim. They actually said that.
Who said mud show?
No, they said that.
Jimmy, whatever shit show. Yeah, now you don't know it's a shit show till you watch it. You wait till you see it, and then you do that.
Give them a half.
And I said, y'all really think I'd do a shit show? And not knowingly. I wouldn't do it knowingly.
You might be roped into one, but not knowingly.
So, yeah, Rat Boy's. So is Rat Boy the only one that's commented?
Yeah, so far. But I did get a message that they want to know about the Brock Lesnar thing from Ohio Valley. Like, what happened between you two there?
Oh,
what happened between me and Brock?
Yeah. Wasn't there an incident or something?
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
I'm doing a show at the Boys and Girls Club. Calm down, Memphis. I ain't ratting y'all out yet. I'm doing a show at the Boys and Girls Club. It's not advertised the underage Boys and Girls Club, so Memphis didn't show up that night. So I'm at the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm sweating like a pig because there's no air conditioning. It's in the middle of like July or August, whenever it was. It was a show I booked. I got us the Boys and Girls Club. and I'm wearing like a preacher's outfit. Go figure. Collar button to the top, silk shirt, and all they had was a big fan, and it wasn't even mine. It was a big box fan, and we had about 400 people show up, mainly underprivileged children that go to the Boys and Girls Club, and it had to have been 112 in the building, and the wrestlers are just dying. So when the show's over, Brock Lesnar's current girlfriend at that time is in the audience, and we've been friends. Brock had been to my house half a dozen times to watch pay-per-views. Always cordial, never any problems with Brock. And Sly Turkey's on the card, and the regular bowling services. Yes, Cena's there by then, and Cena and Sean O'Hare and those guys. I don't know if Mark Henry's with us yet or not. I think Mark Henry's there because he was a big hit at the Boys and Girls Club. And so as I'm getting ready to leave, I was never on the ring crew. I was privileged never to have to be a part of that. I couldn't put a ring together if my life depended on it. Cornette takes great pride in knowing how to put rings together, and I took great pride in not knowing how. I work smart, not hard. So Brock's girlfriend is there, and she's walking up to hug me. And I said, "No, honey, I'm soaked in sweat. Please, you don't want to touch me. I am soaked. I'm drenched. Don't touch me." So I put my arms around her, not touching her, and I go, "Mwah, mwah," air kissing her, as I had done 100 times at my house. Brock walks in as this is going on, and he's on the ring crew, and he ain't happy about it because apparently Seven had done something to flub it up down in Memphis. See, I cleaned it up a little bit. Seven flubs it up, and now the baby faces and the heels have to rotate ring crew. Baby faces set it up, heels break it down. Next night it'd be the other way around. So Brock has to stay late and break the ring down, and he ain't fucking happy about it. So I didn't correct myself there, did I? So Brock walks in, sees me air kissing his girlfriend, who I can't think of her name at this time, beautiful young lady, and he says, "Get your goddamn hands off my girlfriend, Bolin." And so I think he's working the crowd because there's about 20 or 30 people hanging around. So I think he's working the crowd. No, no problem here, Brock. No, I'd never touch your girl, man. So no. So I'm trying to play along with him and act like, he caught me trying to kiss his girlfriend. So now I'm backing down. And he says, "I'm serious, motherfucker. Don't you ever touch my goddamn girlfriend again." And I'm looking at him. I said, "Brock, are you okay?" He says, "Like I said, motherfucker, don't ever touch my goddamn girlfriend again." So she looks at him and says, "Brock, he didn't touch me." And he says, "Shut up, bitch. I ain't talking to you." And I go, "Oh, shit. Oh, shit."
Oh, boy.
And I said, "Brock, she's right. I didn't touch her." And he walks over and he pie faces me. And what did I do wrong? I didn't go down. He's furious. My son is watching all this shit go down. He goes, there's only one guy on the roster that can whip Brock Lesnar's ass, and that's Sly Turkey. And fortunately, he's still there. And so Chris runs down into the locker room to get Sly. He comes running up immediately like it's a fucking run-in on a shoot fight. Brock's mad that I didn't go down when he pie-faced me. Turkey comes up, gets in Brock's face, and says, "Hey, I don't know what's going on." And he says, "I don't need to know." He says, "You want to fight somebody, Brock? Fight somebody your own size. I'm right here." And Brock turned and walked out of the building, never said another word. So he got punked out by Sly Turkey that night. And then me and Brock basically never spoke to each other again because that was just ridiculous shit. But the reason, as you know, there were several people at OVW that got caught taking shit by mail they shouldn't have been taken. He was under that loop, but guess what? Some people pulled some strings, some fines were paid, and all of a sudden nobody suffered any consequences from the 4 or 5 people that were getting shit by mail they shouldn't have been getting, making them act fucking weird. So that was but since then, when Brock Lesnar has come back to town, and it's been a long time ago, this was, either late 99, early 2000, this happened. And since Brock has come back to town, they said every time he comes back, especially if he saw Danny Davis, he says, "Hey, man, where's Bolin? We'll make sure to tell Bolin I said hi and give him my love." It's a setup. He wants to kill me. So so I haven't had any interaction with him since then. And there was a time that I had to hit Brock in the back with the briefcase during a match, and I'm going, he's going to kill me. He's going to freaking kill me. No, he ain't. No, it's goddamn, this is TV. He better not kill you. Well, what are you going to do if he does? Bury me? What are you going to do? So I hit him as hard as I could because I was told that was how to do it. Jimmy said, whatever you do, don't hit him with the edge. I said, it wouldn't hurt him. He wouldn't do no good. I was told to do the same thing with Batista because Batista got mad at me for flirting with his girlfriend. And,
Really? I
I really did. Yeah, I have a thing. So, so that night, so apparently me and Brock are okay, but I haven't really heard from him. And if he hears this show, he'd be mad at me all over again for bringing that story up. But it is history. Unlike the Smithsonian Institute that got rid of Trump's 2 impeachments, I remember history.
Wow.
Pepperidge Farm remembers too.
Yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. So, Batista, me, Rico, and Cena are out at a St. Therese show, a church, I might add. It's Dave Batista's first night on a house show. I've never seen Batista before. He's got his little cute, I think her name is Angie. Little cute brunette, short hair, cute as she can be. And so Batista overhears me, Cena, and Rico and Deanna Kane talking about who's from Philadelphia, talking about going to see the Reds versus Phillies at Riverfront Stadium, which it still was back then, on Saturday. And because we didn't have any shows on a rare Saturday. And it was a Saturday day game at Riverfront Stadium. So me, Rico, Cena, and Deanna Kane are going to go. And Batista walks up and says, hey, man, that sounds cool. You mind if I tag along? I look at him. I said, we already got me and Rico and Cena and Deanna. I said, the car's going to be a little snug. I said, you pretty big boy. I said, well, that cute little girlfriend you got over there looks like she might slide in just fine. I said, would you like to go, Angie? And she looks at me and smiles. And then Batista, you can tell, is pissed. So I'm going, oh, God. So I go to my car, me, Cena, and Rico, and Deanna Kane get in the car. And I close the windows up, crank it up, get the air conditioning going. Next thing you know, there's a knock on my window. And I look, and Cena and Rico going, you got to be shitting me. I said, yeah, this ain't going to be good. And he says, just deal with it, King. So I roll the window down. I said, yes. He says, Kenny, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I said, I'm sitting right here. I mean in private. Okay, Dave. So I roll the window back up, leave the car running, get out of the car, close the door where it was just me and him. I said, Dave, can I help you? Kenny, this might get me in a lot of trouble with the office, but I need to cover this right now. I don't appreciate you hitting on my girlfriend. I said, is that how you took that? I said, okay. And I said, I don't know you. You don't know me, but we are going to have to get to know each other a little bit better. I said, first of all, look at you now, because I'm going a good 350 then if I weigh an ounce. I said,
you were really heavy back then.
Well, I got up to 600, so not as heavy as I'm going to get. Quite a few years later, I had congestive heart failure and gained 30 pounds a year, so I got up to near 600. I'm a smelt 350 there. So I said, look at you, look at me. Do you really think she is going to pick me over you? She has a type, Dave, and it ain't me. It was a joke. But okay, you've told me who you are. You now know who I am. Dave, you never have to worry about me speaking to your girlfriend again or you. Are we good? And he said, I just want to make sure you understand. I said, oh, trust me, I understand. So I get back in the car, and Rico and Cena said they could hear it. And he says, are you shitting me? I said, no, I'm not shitting you. I said, he really thought that I was hitting on his girlfriend and that she might pick me over him. And they just shook their heads, and we went on about it. And then, of course, a couple of months later, we have a feud with Batista and Sin and the disciples of Sin, and it's called for me to hit Batista with the briefcase. I said, Jimmy, are you just trying to get me fucking killed? Because I had to do Lesnar. Now I got to hit fucking Batista. I said, he's going to lose his fucking mind. He said, nope. He said, hit him as hard as you could. I said, of course, that's what he said, so he can fucking get mad again. And he said, nope. He'll be professional about it. I said, all right, whatever. So I hit him as hard as I can. Jimmy said, once again, don't hit him with the edge. I said, once again, it wouldn't do any good. He'd just get mad. So, and he was professional about it, never had any problem. Then it turns out I raise all this money for Filipino families with my not-for-profit organization called Bolin Services Incorporated. I know I have hardly mentioned it tonight, but I'll get it in now. Wave the flag there. And I got a flag too. I'll wave mine too. There we go. Okay. And so Batista is politically perfectly lined with me. He despises Donald Trump with a passion. I despise Donald Trump with a passion. Am I allowed to say that on this show? Well, I just fucking did. What are you going to do about it? Edit it out? Okay, well, now that we know that. So
change the word despise.
change
to
the
love.
word despise to love. I love me some. No, I ain't gonna say that. No. Somebody use that shit against me.
Don't give him the clip.
No, don't give them. I'm not giving you the clip. So,
No.
that's how. So that's how I got heat with Lesnar and Batista. But Batista is Filipino, and Batista campaigned against Donald Trump. We could not be more aligned. And I've tried to reach out to him on Twitter a time or two, and haven't heard back from him. But if ever two people are made to be brothers, it's me and Dave Batista. Me and Lesnar, probably not. Got a feeling Lesnar's a big time Trump supporter. Lesnar was accused of some shit that I normally don't like to associate people. Been accused of shit like that. That's why some of my friends aren't friends anymore. Got that shit in too, didn't I? So there we go. I got no use for a racist. I got no use for a homophobe. I got no use for anybody that supports rapists. And one last thing, I got no use for a rat boy.
Oh man.
I saw you when I got the good internet. I don't know how you
It's
got.
slipped in there.
I don't know how you got the good internet and stored so quick, but goddamn, you got it. But I do see why they call you Rat Boy. I do see it.
Yeah.
When did you get the nickname Rat Boy? I bet you got it as a kid, right? Did you get the nickname Rat Boy as a kid?
Well, when the movie came out, Rat Boy back in the 80s, everybody started calling me Rat Boy.
He does.
Now, when was it? When was this? In the 80s?
In the 80s, there was a movie called
80s.
Rat Boy.
Now,
he
I don't
looks
know
just
how old
like
you
him.
are. I'm 65. I'll be 66 March 16th. I graduated Oldham County High in 1979. What year did you, assuming you graduated high school, and that's a very large assumption on my part, what year did you graduate or attend school?
1984.
80? Whoa, you're 5 years younger than me?
Yes, I'm 61
I bet you
years
cuss
old.
God every day,
The
don't
hard
you? You
life.
cuss him every day. You show God that picture of me and picture of you. God, what did I do, God? What?
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that. Rat boy.
Look at
You don't believe in God, do you?
Yes, I do.
Well, you shouldn't. If there ever should be an atheist on this planet Earth, it's you. Look at me. I am a paragon of sartorial pulchritude. I'm one of the best. I am probably the best looking 65-year-old, 323-pound man on the planet Earth. I got perfect hair, even when I got this bad hair today. You haven't seen the good hair yet. Need to get me a haircut. Little gray around the temples there, but that's all right. And I'm an atheist. And look at you. If you looked in the mirror, it would crack. If you walked through a portal, it would throw you back out. You can't even step into the future, and you believe in God. That is
Yep.
all right.
Yeah.
You're entitled. You're entitled. Me and you can be friends because you're all sold in. You're all in. Doug Basham Jr. sitting over there. This might be the rudest fucking guest we've ever had on this show. He's just shitting on the guest. He's shitting on Rat Boy, who's been the only one that's commented all night. We bring him on the show. He's got good internet, and Bolin is just shitting all over him. Just terrible. Just terrible what he does.
Well, I mean, I don't care what you say. You make me laugh all the time because I do watch your show all the time, you know.
Well, I've never seen anybody named Rat Boy in the comment section. Why don't you comment?
I did comment and say hi to you a couple
Want
weeks
to
ago.
when I saw your picture.
You're opening the floodgates now, pal.
I'm the one that
Rat Boy,
is destroying the Hulk Hogan statue with Hulk Hogan's belt.
Well, we did have about an extra 5,000 viewers between Facebook and YouTube because we were talking about Hogan. And you heard me talk about how they had me teach Hogan to do a promo when I was 17, right?
Yes.
That's a true story. That ain't no made up shit. Cornette might say it is because
I heard that part.
Cornette won't want me to get credit for it, but Cornette was taking pictures at ringside. He was just a lowly stinking photographer back then that wore pants that were too tight for him and an overly developed set of man boobs. That was once said about me by John Cena, by the way.
Yeah, and I did it. In fact, a couple years ago,
autographed toy of Bill Dundee just sitting here at random. You just never know what's going to show up. Wearing purple. Becky Adcock would like that. Isn't it strange that Becky Adcock, who was 14 years old, had a bunch of men that really liked her at the Louisville Gardens back in the day, and her name is Becky Adcock, and some of the guys took it literally.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Look at Doug Basham Jr. over there. He's into this show tonight.
You know,
Doug
he's
says,
loving
"Can we have Bolin on every night? We'll not only get Rat Boy in the comment section, we might get 2 or 3 others."
You certainly don't need me tonight, that's for sure. Kenny, do you still talk to John Cena?
No, I doubt they need you any night. So let's just be honest about it.
Well, it is what it is.
Bolin, I
Goddamn.
am the
I hate to
person.
see Bolin in. I hate to see Bolin in a bad mood if he's in a good mood tonight.
I've seen you in a bad mood.
You have seen me in a bad mood. You have.
Kenny,
Matter
you
of fact,
still,
Cameron was watching Jimmy Carr the other night, and Jimmy Carr. Do y'all know who Jimmy Carr is? The British comedian.
Yeah.
He's intellectual. Y'all wouldn't know who he is, but Jimmy Carr is a great comedian, and he just roasts his audience alive. They ask him questions. Who's got a yappy dog that won't shut up?
That's
Euthanize that little bastard. I'm trying to talk over here.
There he goes.
No, I'm a big dog fan.
He's
Don't
gonna grab the shotgun.
don't euthanize the dog. Euthanize Rat Boy. Let's do that. Put Rat Boy out of his misery.
Put the rat traps in your chat.
I might have lost
too
Jimmy
late, I
John's
killed her.
sponsor
I
tonight.
just
I've been
killed
so
her.
rude to some of these people. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's too late. I just killed her. So
Oh, goddamn, that's a
anything for
rough.
you- anything
What?
for you.
I was just joking. I didn't mean you
Yeah,
kill the dog.
My wife came
Now,
home.
if you'd
and
killed
killed
Rat Boy,
my
we'd
wife
all
way
stood
more
up
than
and
me.
cheered over here.
All right, you're next, Rat Boy.
Rat Boy, what's your birthday? I want to remember you for your birthday, Rat Boy. When's your birthday?
My birthday is 1964 in April 21st.
Well, no. Okay, I was going to say I got the year. I figure I can do simple math, Rat Boy. Shit, I ain't like the other
And I
two
will
co-hosts
be-
here. I can do simple multiplication and division. I can handle that.
That's right.
So 64 in April. What?
I will be at WrestleMania next year in Vegas on my birthday.
Oh my God! Well, say hello to Disco Inferno while you're out there. You know he works out there, right?
Now,
Well, he does. Well, see, now you got some pertinent information here that'll help you.
yeah.
What's that? No, Rico has moved to Arizona. Rico used to live in Vegas, but he now lives on a ranch. A ranch, he called it. 2.5 acres. Guess what, folks? That ain't a ranch.
Is this ranch in the Hidden Valley?
I don't know. It could be. I don't know.
Is he a rancher? Maybe he
well, how
lives in
much?
a rancher.
How much is that trip going to cost you?
It's for free. My cousin's taking me to Vegas on my birthday. My cousin
Oh, I
is.
should have known. I should have known with you on Facebook. You're one of them freeloaders. So what you're doing is you're taking advantage of a relative getting a free trip to Vegas when you could say, "Son, don't take me to Vegas. Why don't you donate? Why don't you click the donation button for Mr. Bolin and spend my trip money and donate to his not-for-profit organization called Bolin Services Incorporated. Let's feed some Filipinos. Let's feed some Louisville metro area homeless, and I'll watch the pay-per-view on television, and I won't even have to risk bumping into Disco Inferno. Why don't we do that?"
Yeah, what it is that I've been going back
Starting
and
to stutter, son. You're starting to stutter. Go ahead.
I've been going. I was going back and forth with her all summer long. You know, because she got a place in Florida. I've been helping her paint. You know, putting the walls up, everything.
You're trying to get some is what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Go ahead.
And she said she owes me to go to Florida.
Yeah. How old is this woman you've been doing this stuff for?
This is my cousin.
Oh, that's even worse. It's even worse. How old's your cousin?
She's 62.
All right. Well, she's out of my age group. I don't even look at them after 59.
She's the one that took me to the Hulk Hogan hangout, and I sung him right in front of Hulk Hogan.
She took you to a Hulk Hogan hangout. Well, a lot of white people there that day, I bet, right?
But I'll tell you what, yeah. But the hangout is so beautiful, and I'm going back.
Maestro's going, do we really have to ever have Bolin back on this show?
Look at him.
again?
Look at him.
Ratty Mania.
I saw Ratty Mania down there. Well, he worked that 59-year-old cousin. I mean, I don't know how many times he had to do her to get those tickets, but hey, it was worth it, right?
Yeah, it's right. You know, I've been helping her.
No, see, y'all make something dirty out of that. When I said do her, I meant do favors for her. And y'all sitting there making something dirty out of it. Y'all filthy. Y'all bad people. I shouldn't do your show anymore. All the sexual innuendos y'all made all night.
I've been helping her out big time, you know, and she owes me.
The only time that counts.
And plus, I'll be going back down to Florida on the 28th.
All right, brother.
Go ahead.
I'm going back down to Florida, Clearwater, Florida. Watching a Hulk Hogan hangout and grab me an all-American beer by Hogan. I want to do it right here live on the show.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Really?
Yeah.
Rat Boy, can I ask you a personal question? I need you to be honest with me, and you can be honest. We're all about honesty on this show. Rat Boy, are you a racist?
No.
Why do you support one?
Oh. Okay. I got the point.
Well, if you comb your hair right, no one will notice. So, follow the contour of your head and come directly to the point. How about that? There you go.
Don't be a broken needle. Don't miss the point.
Don't be a broken uncle. Cameron trying to get his shit in, and none of it's working. But he's trying. He's trying.
Take on the road.
All right, now I have to do my own show at 9:00. So if I'm out of here by 8:45, that'll give me a little time to let my hound dogs out. We good to 8:45, yo?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna try to behave myself the rest of the show.
Appreciated. Now I have to ask you about John Cena because obviously he's on this.
No, those are off topic. No, I might hurt his feelings now.
Okay, all right.
Now, John Cena Sr., I just chatted with him earlier today. He actually gave me some scoops that I can't reveal yet.
Okay.
I'll give you one scoop. Y'all know the show Acme versus Wile E. Coyote? That was put on the shelves last year, and we were told we were never going to see that movie. That is now back on the shelves. Whoever made that movie was using it as a tax deduction, but now that movie's back on the shelf, and John Cena, who is in that movie, it's back on the shelves, I think, for August of 2026. So I was given that little bit of a scoop that not most people know about, I don't guess. Probably Ratty Mania knew about it. He's got all the inside info down there at the Hogan Hangout. How about now answer me truly. I'm not trying to make this a racist thing or anything. Yeah, I am. How many black people hang out at the Hogan Hangout? How many have you seen?
I've seen about at least a half a dozen of them, maybe.
Well, that's not bad. Now, did they all leave of their own accord, or?
No, some of them were singing too. They were doing that karaoke thing.
Well, I bet they were.
Well, they're singing "Wade in the Water."
Cameron, stop it. Behave yourself. All right. Enough racism on this show. Enough. Go ahead. Doug Basham Jr. over there. No, we haven't had enough of that.
And put it this way,
have you typed in Doug Basham Jr. on your name yet? Have you had the at least decency to do that for me?
What?
Brady Hicks going, how often do we have Bolin on? About once every 4 years. I think that's enough.
Hey, Bolin?
The first time ever.
I've been on here before, haven't I?
Yeah, you might have. You may have.
No, don't act like you don't remember. Don't act like you don't remember. I've been here before.
Okay.
I'm telling everybody I have whether I have or not. So just go along with it.
Clips.
Learn to work, motherfucker. Learn to work.
Lighten up.
You lighten up, son.
Grab a hold.
Sorry.
Grab a hold. That's the yeah, if you don't know what's going on, just grab a goddamn hold. Just do that. Just grab Doug Jr. by the arm over there and say, what do we do now? Like you always do.
It's not the arm of the
And then Rat Boy, he'll do a run in and bite somebody. Leave a block of cheese on your chest and make a run for it. No, he won't leave the cheese behind. I promise you that. So what's your question about Mr. Cena?
No, I was just wondering how much you guys talk to this day. I know you were a huge influence.
Well, me and John Cena Sr. talk all the time, but John's schedule is just he don't even get to talk to his father that much. They get together for Christmas and maybe one other time during the year. They don't even get to see each other much. I mean, we're friends, and he follows me on Twitter, but that's really about it. The main ones I hear from are Ron Waterman, Mr. Kennedy, Rico, Sly Turkey. Believe it or not, as a family member of mine pointed out the other day, everybody that writes you almost on a daily basis are WCW guys. Vince Russo, the Sinister Minister has become one of my best friends because, well, we're both atheists. Yeah, he wouldn't like you, Rat Boy. He's an atheist and has a good reason to be. He lives in Florida. How about a Florida atheist? You don't see many of those. And but no, me and Sinister Minister are dear friends. Eric Bischoff, chat with him quite a bit. Conan, WCW boy. Disco Inferno, WCW boy. So it was pointed out to me that you got more friends in WCW than you have in the WWE. I said, well, when I threatened to expose the Memphis files, and I tell you, the Memphis files might almost be as bad as the Epstein files. They're pretty rough.
Okay.
And when I dropped that I'm going to expose the Memphis files, a lot of it, not you, Doug Basham, but a lot of Memphis wrestlers get a little nervous. See, I think Doug Jr. is innocent of all the charges that have been brought against him. I think he's going to walk clean. But there's some of them, it's a lot of them, I'd say about 70% of them don't want those Memphis files coming. Oh, and me and Dutch Mantel are dear friends, believe it or not.
Old Dutch, yeah.
We could be more fucking. Yeah, I talk to Dutch every day. I'm mainly telling him what a asshole he is, but we talk every day. And Randy Orton, I chat with him normally about once a week. Cameron here is so Cameron says, I can't believe Randy, you and Randy chat all the time. I said, well, I worked with the man for about 2 or 3 years, and I said, we've stayed in contact. But Randy and I didn't get along when he was here. Yeah, Randy and I had a problem too. Go ahead.
His girlfriend?
I had sex with her. I got that. Randy's going to hear this go, you did not, Bolin. Yeah, that's what you thought. So, no, I didn't have sex with Randy Orton's girlfriend or wife or anybody else.
You're starting to sound like Bill Clinton.
I started to sound a little bit like Bill Clinton. No one wants to sound like him because he was on Epstein Island 78 times. I know that. Trump said so. So how would you know he's been there 78? You know the number?
Because he was sitting in the
seat. All right. So I'm going to do some math for you. If Bill Clinton was on Epstein Island 78 times and he was only on the flight logs once, do that math. So we'll round it up to 80. Bill Clinton was on Epstein Island 80 times, but he's only on the flight logs once. Donald Trump was on the flight logs 7 times. So that means he must have been on Epstein Island. Help me. Now, Rat Boy ain't going to figure this out, and I doubt either one of you all are either. 560 times, because 7 times 8 is 56. So if Clinton was there 80 times, then Donald Trump was on Epstein Island 560 times. And how did Donald Trump meet Melania? On Epstein's plane. Where's the first place Donald Trump had sex with Melania? On Epstein's plane. Why? Because Melania got too old. Simple math, folks. Simple math. How about that, Maestro? Got that shit in. You didn't do anything about it. All right.
You hit all your spots.
It's just a tune-up, son, because the bowling alley is going to start in about 25 minutes at 9:05 p.m. Eastern. And I'm just cranking up, baby. I'm inviting Rat Boy. I'm inviting Brady Hicks. I'm inviting Doug Basham Jr. Come on over to my show. I'm ready to go, son. Cameron, you can come too. Right. And we're going to eat some Jimmy John's on that show. You think I'm amped up now? You wait till I start shoving some Jimmy John's. Wait till I shove 8 inches down my throat and see how moody I get. Wait a minute. Sandwich. I'm talking about a sandwich. Quit making dirty shit out of this.
It's a thick sandwich. For sure.
Jimmy John's might be dropping us as a sponsor if they see this show.
It sounds like it.
They're going, God dang, man. And they're going to blame you. They're going to say, yeah, those 2 co-hosts just made something filthy out of it, especially Doug Basham Jr. And then Rat Boy coming in, should be an atheist. What is he, King? 10 years younger than you? Looks like he's 35 years older.
You didn't even hear Kathy.
I don't mean anything offensive, but just God didn't like you. That's all. I mean, don't be offended.
That'd be a good tagline. I am me because God didn't
like me. Because God didn't like me. That's a great T-shirt. I'd buy that.
Kenny, where can people find your show?
How do people find it?
Yeah.
God damn, I've never thought
about
that.
Where do they go?
You go. Here you go. If y'all want to type this in, because you didn't type anything else now. It is youtube.com/the Bolin, Bolin, Alley. Yes, we only got about 3 minutes left time to get my shit in. So if you want to come over and watch us live at 9:05, more than Rat Boy will be watching. I'll promise you that. I hope Rat Boy and his marsupial friends. Probably bring over a possum and a raccoon and a couple of guinea pigs.
Raccoon Boy would be a pretty decent.
Couple of just baby mice. It's just gonna be a marsupial night over. Rat Boy going, I'm never watching that son of a bitch again. He is just hating.
Nope, you made a friend for life, actually.
I like Rat Boy. He's a good guy, regardless of his political beliefs.
He stole $1 million title from Virgil before, Rat Boy. He got a lot of trouble for that.
You know that $1 million title was only worth about 85 cents. You do know that, right? It was oversold. It was you're right. You probably got me there. If you want to come over and watch the show tonight, it is go to youtube.com/The Bolin Alley. Type it in, goddammit. I ain't saying this shit for my health. YouTube.com/The Bolin Alley. And that'll take you right over there to the big show.
Type it in. I can type it in.
I'm trying.
Yeah, all right. Well, see if you can figure out an iMac. It just took an update. God knows what it does now. Cameron's going to try and type it in, being as you.
Right.
Doug Basham Jr.'s been in a narcoleptic sleep over there since the show started. He doesn't even know.
And plus, we can find you on Facebook. We can find you on Facebook too.
Bolin Alley Services, right?
Get out of it. You're in the wrong shit. That's not going to do.
What was it again? YouTube.com, Bolin Alley.
I don't know. Fuck. They'll figure it out. One of them can type. Rat Boy, can you type? Use your nose.
Yeah, I can type.
Type in the www.youtube.com .com/The Bolin Alley.
Yeah, but I could do that, and I could easily get you on Facebook.
There we go. Now I'm on YouTube. I think we're going to be on Facebook at least for a little bit tonight. We have a tendency not to cater to the freeloaders over there. How much are you going to donate tonight, Rat Boy? You're probably loaded. You never spend any of your own money.
Let me see. Hang on.
Oh, what kind of cash has he got?
You got a go bag just like you do.
You got a go bag? Yeah, I got a go bag. You ever see my go bag?
Here's my go bag.
That's my go bag. That way, if shit hits the fan,
Here's my go bag. Here's my go bag.
On that side.
Don't.
I love it.
And that's got my wallet, my keys, my sex toys. Everything's in there.
Wow.
Don't let
Here's
him.
my go bag.
This
See
is
it?
accessible.
And this is the money right here. See it?
Kenny, don't let him write you a check.
See it?
You know, if those are
Don't take
condoms,
a
those
shit.
things go back to about 1923. They have never been opened. You use those to see what other people use. You know what Donald Trump does with a condom? He says, "Y'all got any that fit? These are way too big." But sir, those are small. Those are extra small. Yeah, I know they're a little big. All right. I'm just telling you what other porn stars have told
Those
me.
condoms are family heirlooms.
Family heirloom. There you go.
Oh,
I bet you those condoms have got rust on them. They've been in your bag so long.
Kenny, thank you so
Yes.
much for the time tonight. It was really great.
Oh, Rose, you're actually going to thank me for this, huh?
Of course, yeah.
Waiting for the police to knock on the door.
Thank you for this. Well,
that's
inside out.
Thanks
Well,
for the
if this
house,
don't
Kenny.
boost your rating, if this ain't the highest rated show, if y'all don't get at least one more, Kathy, how you doing? Where's Chatty Kathy at? Chatty Kathy. Unmute
Thanks
that
for the
mic.
house, Kenny. Thanks for the house.
Yeah, well, you got me there. Y'all wouldn't goddamn house dry. Thanks for the. Yeah, we normally get two people, but with Kenny, we got one.
We got 6.
So yeah, I blame myself.
It's all about the downloads.
All right. Well, guys, come on over and check us out on the. I guarantee we'll have more than 2 people, and Kathy's going to be on camera, and we're going to play with her in a friendly way.
You got a fiddle? All right.
We'll wrap this goddamn thing up. Don't y'all know how to do a podcast?
All right. Thanks a lot, Kenny. No, thanks for the
You're
time,
welcome.
Kenny.
Love you, brother.
You're welcome.
Netflix.
Bye,
is
Rat
on.
Boy. Hi, Doug Basham Jr. Turn that
Bye.
light out behind you, son.
Love you, brother.
It's shining on your face. It's making you look ugly.
See you, man.
I like glowing in the dark.
What the